Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of All You Can Eat Chelsea. Apologies for the lateness. It's not greatness today. Apologies. I had one time for everyone and then one time here for myself. And thankfully, Younes saw this time, but Miz didn't see that time. And it's my bad, guys. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know what planet I was
Matisse
on,
was acting like Chelsea sporting directors, bro. Bit clueless.
Yeah. No structure.
No structure.
He was giving us different instructions everywhere.
No structure.
I got the memo. No one else did.
No planning. Javon is still sleeping somewhere in the world. I think in America.
No,
he's in America.
He's on the way. He's on the way.
He's on the way.
Give it a few minutes.
I know it's really early. For Javon at the moment. It's probably like 5:30 a.m. we maybe calculated for him or something. So yeah, it's all over the shop, man. But listen, we're here now. We're here. We was just talking about Younes obviously moving out to Dubai, living the life. I'm moving soon to a different part of London.
I was gonna say I'm moving soon. I was like, what country are you going to, bro? You never said this to us. Right? It's one of it's that meme. You got me in the first half.
Yeah. Completely.
Literally. You got me in the first half, bro.
Literally. Miz, are you moving anywhere? Do you believe?
Once you have kids, bro. Yeah. Once you have kids, bro, you're not moving nowhere, bro. It's anchors down.
I was gonna say, Habibi.
Yeah, no, I was actually telling my wife last year January. I was having one of those moments that remember when I was telling you guys that I'd contemplate going full time and this, that, the other. I was actually thinking about moving, and I was saying to her maybe Malaysia, like Indonesia, or maybe even Dubai. But she was like, "Yeah, I don't think so." I got everyone here. I got your family. I got kids are going to school. Yeah, we are staying. You will not go nowhere. All right, no problems.
The dream crusher.
No, literally 1 minute, I was all excited, and then boom, it was gone. It all disappeared.
Oh my days.
You got to find a way to pack everyone up completely and move them with you.
Nah, bro. You know what? Live it up. I'm telling you right now, Matisse, Younes as well. Like, live it up, bro. Before kids and everything, just do whatever you have to do, because once you have kids,
your life is finished.
It's finito, bro. It's finito. No, but in a good way, though. In a good way. Like you're there for them. Like you took everything from life. It's not to give. So yeah, it's different.
It's true. It's true.
I'm not having kids.
That might be wise too. That might be wise.
Freedom. Let me run wild. Oh dear Lord. But listen, guys, we're here. And Chelsea are doing a lot of things, or if they're doing a whole lot of nothing, I don't know. I mean, a second deal is basically done, guys. It feels like Fabrizio is recovering from what has been a very rough couple of days. Ornstein has been beating him to everything recently.
Nah, Fabrizio even moving funny.
Yeah, he's moving mad. You know, Johnathan David is his bread and butter. He's been propping up that guy since time began. So to not be first on that one, that's quite concerning. You know,
do you know what, Matisse? Yeah, and hey, Younes, don't forget about the Graham Potter one as well. He deleted the tweet for Graham Potter. I never saw Fabrizio delete tweets.
That's 5 L's. That's 5 L's.
He tweeted about Graham Potter, and then someone else trumped him, and he quickly deleted his tweet. I was like, brother, you're moving like one of us now, deleting tweets.
You're one of us.
You're one of us. Bro. But you know what? I realized, lads, and I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about this. He's so big now, Fabrizio. I feel like he's big. He's commercial now. He just retweets the same thing, just swapping a few words, and he knows he gets all the clicks. He knows he's getting paid in every platform he goes. He don't need to be first to nothing anymore. He's
it's not even about being about first. Just be correct. I don't even need
Yeah,
you
he
to
don't care
reverse
no
it.
more. He don't care.
No, but you know,
No, just be
it's
on
not
point.
even. It's not even that. And he's admitted this himself a couple of times that he will push whatever agent or player wants to be
he said
pushed.
this.
Like
He said
he
this in
was
broad
saying,
daylight.
he said that. He said that. Prior in the past, he's like, oh no, you know, we don't do that and all that. But then he's come out and only recently he's said that he gets text messages and messages and all that sort of stuff. And if it's the right thing to push, he'll push it. And I'm like, well, you're not helping yourself. Like that's gonna screw you at some point.
I'm not gonna interview him because his rate is too high. Personally, I don't think I'll ever feel comfortable paying that rate.
But why would you want to interview him, bro?
No, because I wouldn't see. Now this is
he'll never give you exclusive, bro. You know he'll never give you.
I'm not looking for exclusive. I'm not looking for exclusive. I'm not interviewing about transfers. I'm interviewing about his how he does what he does and why he does it, how he does it. If he was, that would be a brilliant interview. I would love to have him. We will welcome you with open arms. We would love to have you.
Actually, you know what? If you do that, that's worth it. That's worth it. I would love to because I would love to ask because it's like, does it not get tiring? Like I know you're working hard and because you're at a point where you can work smart now. You don't have to work hard. Does it not get tiring to be tweeting like this many times a day? Because now I'm starting to think that the amount of like tweeting and the amount of like here, there, and everywhere he's doing is actually making him less credible or less reliable. It's like he's trying to do too much, and therefore he can't really focus on.
But he's making money from it. He's getting back.
That's the thing. He's cleaning up, though. He's cleaning
up, bro.
I know, but
he has become the PR machine.
Yeah, but bro, credibility.
Hey, just quickly on that. Just quickly on that, the PR machine. I don't know if you guys believe this. I completely believe this. I think this guy's getting paid by Chelsea, you know. I really do, bro. He's getting paid. Bro,
100%.
When was the last time this guy's ever tweeted on a 15-year-old Chelsea academy player doing a contract re-sign? I've never seen him do that for any other clubs, you know.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean.
Well, he's
getting paid.
So Daniel Childs clapped. He called him out for it, right? And I saw. So that was I saw that. So he called him out, right? Son of Chelsea, if you guys know, right? I've been on the channel before. Yep. He calls him out, and then Fabrizio claps back, and he's like, "Yo, hold on a second. I spoke about Esteval, didn't I?" And then he was like, "You know, how old is Esteval? How many minutes did Esteval have when I started reporting on him?" And then it was just like this whole back and forth exchange and So I don't know. It's just for me. It's just like because I've seen him from when he was working at the Guardian. I've seen him from early days when he was in line.
Different back then.
He was in line with Damartio, and he was in line.
Yeah, wasn't he with Damartio?
All them guys.
That's when he was a proper journalist.
I just want the.
He's a brand now, you know. He's a brand.
I know.
He's not a journalist.
I know.
It's Fabrizio Romano. It's a brand.
It's become too mainstream.
I'm straight. Yeah.
It's become too big.
He's not a journalist. He don't care about he is the news. I am the news.
Bro, it's not even like he is the transfer market now. Before the transfer market used to be Sky Sports News. Now it's Fabrizio Romano.
I believe.
It's mad.
I hear it. Like life change. You know when Chunks did that, life change? Life change.
Exactly.
I hear it. Exactly. I'm glad life changed, bro. I like life for you to change. I just want the credibility back. Bring me, because I got notifications on. I know a whole heap of people in this chat. Whenever he says something, it's like, yo, Fab tweeted.
Yeah.
You know, them words are starting to ring a bit hollow right now. You know, if you keep
lost its value.
Bro, it's losing its value. I don't want it to lose its value, bro. I'm trying to protect the value.
I never saw
because it's him. He's not going to turn back from getting the bag.
In my life, honestly, I only saw before this transfer window, I probably saw only 2 or 3 here he goes that's been reversed. But this transfer window just started. I've seen 5 here we goes reversed.
He has 5 L's. And the window just started.
I feel like saying Fabrizio, brother, what's going on?
It's no longer here we go, it's here we gone.
Here we gone. Here we out of here. But I have to say, you know what though? David Ornstein. One tweet, brother takes a hiatus for 5 months. He comes back with another bomb. But it's one bomb, and that's a Hiroshima Nagasaki style. Do you know what I mean? They'll knock you out. He don't mess about, bro. He don't mess about.
Yo,
That guy's devastating, you know.
do you know what? It's
100%.
psychological though, because now when I've got notifications for both and a few others. When I get a notification from Fabrizio, I'm calm, I'm collected, because this could be a retweet. This could be a retweet about Duran. I don't know. I'm not interested. It could be anything. Ornstein. When Ornstein's, shit. I start getting sweats.
Yeah. Emergency time, bro. Emergency.
I'm already typing emergency into StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Let's believe.
What now?
Yeah, now he don't mess about, bro. He's dangerous.
Do you know what though? He's nasty because he will drop a bomber with no build up. Bomber with no build up. He will score a 40-yard screamer with no build up play, with no nothing. No
nothing, bro. No goalkeeper, goal kick, go.
Goal kick, bro. You know when Paul Robinson, Brad Friedel, Paul Robinson just bang from the goal from a kickoff, whoosh, straight into the goal. Fabrizio's very tiki taka.
Yeah, Fabrizio Sarri style, bro. He builds up sideways passes, backwards passes.
Jorginho, back.
Yeah. All the way to the final third and then back again, recycle.
Yes, facts all the way around. Yeah, put it here. Ornstein is just prime Stoke City is what Ornstein is. He's Rory de Lapp throwing. That's what he is. You're not meant to have any. There's no danger from a throw-in. There's no danger. He's not tweeting. No danger. Throw-in. Boom. Goal.
Nah, he's dangerous, bro.
Yeah, man. Very dangerous.
Moving like Cantona.
Yeah,
scores a scream and just.
Yeah.
It's all.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Yeah, no, it's so true though. Ornstein, he won't talk about a transfer saga. Like, he won't build it up. He won't say Chelsea's monitoring. He won't say personal terms agreed. He goes straight for the killer.
Yeah, it's mad.
He's the final nail.
Ornstein, don't get me wrong. I think Ornstein is obviously he's up there. So he's got contacts and he's got whatnot. And if a club wants something to be pushed via him, they'll probably do it. But he's not a brand. He is still operating as a journalist.
Yeah.
Whereas Fabrizio has become a flipping brand, and he is all about the bag.
They're saying this is recency bias analysis,
and this is why I said what I just said.
It's reactionary. It's reactionary.
This is reactionary.
You guys are overreacting.
Reactionary. It's been one game, guys. It's been one game. It's been one game, or maybe it's been 4 games because it's been 4 L's, right? It's been 4 games. How about
you lot have agendas? You lot have
look
agendas
over the course of the season.
It's an agenda.
Over the course of the season, analyze this properly. Fair enough.
No, because this is why I said what I just said, because Ornstein has gotten things wrong in the past. Let's remember, right? But he is, at least recently anyway, showing that exclusivity. Yeah, and he is operating still as a journalist. Fabrizio's gone down another road completely. Ornstein's not really changed. Fabrizio's just gone in the wilderness.
You'll know this reference. Remember Randy Orton? Sometimes he's wrestling, just nothing's going on. Out of nowhere, RKO, and you're like, what happened there? The guy comes from the top rope, and Randy Orton's on the ground lying down. The guy jumps, he gets up and he gives him an RKO. That's that's Ornstein for me, bro. That really is RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's incredible, bro. It's incredible.
It is a madness. It is a madness. Well, I mean, now we'll get into our transfer talk, because these are the them that have fed us the transfers, these journalists. So we just had to give them their segment, because it's been a little bit of a battle. And do you know what I love? It's very clear that they're going up against each other, because when Ornstein comes out with something, Fabrizio immediately retweets something older that he said first. You can tell they're not friends. They're not friends whatsoever. 2 completely different ways of doing journalism over there. What are you laughing at?
Do you realize the amount of times now he says as reported by someone else, because someone else got the scoop, not him? Like it's countless. I have to read Gray Soul Jr. there. That's a brilliant comment. Yeah, Lamine Yamal still 16-year-old. Amazing. Fabrizio.
Is that his tweet?
No, he's made it up. But you can imagine.
But Fabrizio does these lately. He does these stupid tweets.
I do like these clapbacks, though. I'll be honest. I do like these clapbacks. It's probably now become my favorite part of his account is now the clapbacks, not the news. The news is secondary. The clapbacks are brilliant. He says he always ends it with amazing. Wonderful.
Amazing. Amazing.
And it's just like, yo, this brother.
Do you know what? The other thing just.
Oh, he actually tweeted it.
No. See, that's what I mean.
you're
I
having
think
a
he does
laugh.
tweet. He does tweet like that lately. I've seen him tweet like that for Jude Bellingham as well. He just
but
randomly
was it-
tweets on players.
Or was that a clapback, or was that just him just being
No,
given credit?
he one line tweet. He's like us, just general one line tweet.
Okay.
He's watching the match. He's tweeting.
Yeah, welcome to the party, brother.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. I reckon he's getting paid by some of the players as well. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
100%. He said this.
To boost up
Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. The amount of tweets I see from Jude Bellingham, the amount of tweets I see about Nkunku, the amount of tweets I see about many other random players, bro. He gets paid. He gets paid.
Without question. He is the PR. he pushes this now.
Yeah. No, good on him, bro.
Now he's making bread, man. You have to.
I'll ask him to do me a shout out for my YouTube channel. I don't know how much he charges.
Pay him an astronomical amount, and he'll do it.
Do you reckon 1,000 a pop or
The other side of the
something?
coin.
Here we go. Amazing. The other side of the coin, 3-year-old channel, 4-year-old channel. Amazing. 2021 born. Amazing.
How much do you think he charged for that?
I reckon that'll be at least £1,000. £1,000. £1,000 for
minimum
for sure. God. He might even charge me by character. How many character you want to use?
Yo, Javon, welcome, brother. I'll put you up.
Oh,
Javon.
I look 3D. Finally.
Hey, Javon.
Look HD. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
Yeah, we're just going through with the journalists, bro. I saw Jamaica lost to Mexico, man. That late last night in the UK.
Boy,
1-0.
Sad times. I want to tell you, this is the first time we finally outplayed Mexico. But
oh wow!
After all these years, we still lost. You know, it's been 3 wins in 25. We lost 25 times, and we haven't beaten Mexico since 2017. But it is what it is.
Mad. All right, well, listen. I was hoping you were gonna get a win. You coming here on another level. I know you'd be buzzing if you got a win, but we got another game Wednesday. And
them couldn't talk to me. Who could have talked to me? Who could have talked to me?
If you had won that game, yo, it would have been a shutdown situation. Shut down.
Boy, you wouldn't even know. But it is what it is.
I don't think you even would have went to sleep, to be honest. I think you would have just been still awake the whole time. So basically, just before we start, right, me and Younes, before the show, we were looking. Troops is still
bro.
Yo, Troops. Someone needs to wake Troops up, man. Is that shit still up there? It's still up there.
Troops' stream for the Jamaica-Mexico game is still there. Not started, waiting to begin from 4 a.m. From 1:30 in the morning.
He went to bed. He left.
Because I saw he did 2 Euros games. And that's definitely caught up to him. So now I know brother is hella tired. I know he's exhausted. And I know he was trying. I know what's happened. Man said, I'm gonna take a nap and I'm gonna set an alarm. Yeah. And I'll be there. I'll set my alarm for like 1:15. I know I've done this shit before. I know exactly what's happened. He's like, yo, I just catch a little rest and catch a little snoozy.
In between.
Yeah. Might even smoke a little blunt. Maggie. Next thing you know, boom, finished. Kalas. Never wake up again. Now the stream is still waiting. Now I'm still waiting. I can't wait to watch Jamaica versus Mexico with him.
Imagine he actually starts the stream for next Jamaica's match.
That would be just change the title. Just change the title and that's it.
He leaves it there.
Hey.
I can't wait. Yeah, so I've watched Jamaica Mexico, but I'm gonna watch it with Troops whenever he starts his stream, man. I'm looking forward to the match. But yeah, let's get into this. I hope Jamaica win, man. Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, bro.
We would have been top of the group if we won today and against Ecuador, but I guess my prediction of 1-0 all the way through.
Yeah, you did that with your heart, man. You did that with your heart. Bro. You got Caicedo and Kenji Pies next, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah,
before we start on Chelsea, real quick, I just wanted to mention that they come out right. Football League's hacker, Roy Pinto.
Yes.
So he's done this before in terms of leaking documents and shit. Has threatened to release Man City emails and documents that he claims will prove they've breached FFP rules and will find criminal relevancy.
Let go them, man. Yeah, man. Let them go. What are you talking about? Let go them.
What?
But I wouldn't be surprised if he gets disappeared tonight.
If he gets Epstein.
Wow.
Maybe he's not alive.
I'd be very scared to do things like that, bro.
Maybe.
I'm scared of my own self, bro. I don't
Maybe
want to
he's-
disappear from the face of the world.
Miss, it's too early, bro. You can't be making me laugh like
They
that.
don't want to mess with these Arabs, bro. They'll make you disappear. They'll disappear your date of birth, bro. Your birth certificate will not exist. You didn't even you weren't born.
Yeah,
You
they
weren't
will
born.
do. They will do magic. You know, you know when I used to watch Disney Channel, they used to do that.
Yeah.
Let's go
Be
get a
them.
cup of tea. Don't go get a-
Bro, this is
Go on.
facts.
They will do this.
But I'm
This
telling
is
you,
facts.
Arabs don't mess
A
about,
little
bro.
quick
Wizards of Waverly Place.
But
Done.
Arabs will make sure your doctors forgot that you gave birth to you. There's no birth certificate. Your schools have no recollection. Your university has no recollection. Your job has no. Your YouTube channel has no. But Turkish will say, I don't know Matisse. I don't know who he is. Big Six will lose all the footage
Yeah,
of
in my
Matisse.
life.
But Matisse never existed.
Yep.
That's bad boy, bro. But, you don't want to mess with Arabs, bro. I'm
They
telling
will
you
pay
this,
enough people for you to have never existed.
Never.
Money's not the problem.
You don't. As far as they're concerned, your life was not even. It didn't even happen.
It didn't happen.
Which life?
Only God knows. That's it. No one else knows.
Oh damn, that's crazy. Yeah, he's moving mad. Well, let's see what happens with that. I don't know.
See what happens.
So better you take that risk and not me, brother. Good luck.
Yeah, bro. I ain't doing that against Man City, bro. I got
As far as
family
I'm
to
con-
feed, bro.
As far as I'm concerned, Man City are not guilty. I don't know what's going on.
Bro,
We like
Man
Man
City,
City.
continue, bro.
We like City.
Never seen shit with Man City.
Great
Yeah,
club.
bro.
Great club.
Unbelievable, immaculate.
Blue, just like London.
You are gonna get absolutely roasted. We're so late.
Right, so let's get into this. This has been a long build up. Talk about build up.
Funny, bro.
We're doing Fabrizio right now. Bare build up for this show. It's all mad.
Retweeting and tweeting and liking.
What a Sunday, man. What a Sunday. But yeah, let's talk about links. Ornstein actually for once didn't just drop a bomber, and thank God he didn't, because it was Johnathan David on the end of the tweet. But he just said we're looking at him. We're also looking at is it Bieber from Germany? Justin Bieber from Germany? Maximilian Bieber. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Maximus. Maximan.
Mr. Max.
Yeah, Max with a plan. Who else is there? Solanke's still getting linked with Matt Law a little bit loosely. I personally don't see
that's
us.
because he's probably getting paid by Matt Law.
He's live?
He's paying Matt Law.
I don't see 65 million. See, now we've got trust issues. We can't even trust any news now. We think everybody's getting paid.
No, I said this is true. It's true.
That and we need to understand. We just weren't operating that.
Yeah, 65 million. If they're pulling out of Elise
not gonna do
deals,
Yeah,
65 million for Solanke seems
We're
a
not
bit
doing that.
far fetched.
No.
People were thinking about Nico Williams.
No, that's not. That's dead. That's dead.
No.
Don't talk like that.
No,
That's rude.
don't talk about Nico Williams. Talk to me about Somerville.
Kellyman, Omari
Don't
Kellyman.
know about that with the foolishness, man. Stop. No, man. No. I go back to bed, you know. You guys get carried on, man. About the foolishness, man.
This guy woke up for violence.
Have you heard
Talk
of
to me about Kellyman. Talk to me about Duran. Talk to me about Samu.
Duran's off. Oh, Duran's too expensive. You not heard his wages
Yeah,
are too high.
Duran, he's asking too much wages.
Oh, it's gone. Duran's gone.
It's
Wow.
Kellyman-Dem. We call him
Kellyman-Dem.
Kellyman-Dem in the title. Kellyman-Dem. Yeah, Kellyman-Dem. Yeah.
Solanke's 26, by the way. So that can't happen either.
Also, yes.
But he would be 27 this season, though. So
Oh,
definitely
even
can't happen. Even worse. That's retirement age at Chelsea Football Club. That's not happening,
Mate,
bro.
pension.
So this
Why
is
am I
a
up at 3 o'clock today.
this is a PSR party. Those invited to Chelsea, Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Everton. Those are invited. The rest of you, you're not invited. Get out.
Get out.
We'll let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah, it's a PSR
Bouncer.
party.
Keep
today.
them out.
So at the PSR party, you know what I'm saying?
Man City are allowed in if they ever just want to show up. They're free to just enjoy the party.
Yeah, at the
Well, I
PSR
think
party.
some of these clubs are actually backing Man City as well. So yeah, they're all working together now. They're like, hey, Premier League and all of these other organizations want to make it difficult. Let's work together. Let's all hold hands, shake hands. Let's all help each other out in this wide world of Premier League. Let's help each other out, brothers. Let's all survive together.
Yeah, 100%. This is do or die now because 30th of June is approaching. I thought So there's two reports that I want to ask about because, and maybe they're briefs, I don't know. But a few months ago, we were told two things. One, Chelsea will be ditching their over 25 model. Sorry, under 25 model. Remember, they'll be ditching their under 25 model because, you know, like they're going to be going for experience now. I'm not seeing that in the links.
We need Jerry Springer for that one.
Yeah, so that's an interesting
to tell us that was a lie.
Yeah, that was it. That was an interesting report. Report. The other report was Chelsea are like they're cool until June the 30th. They're sorted. Like there's no stress, there's no issues. So why do we then end up doing a deal with Aston Villa, which initially with Maatsen going for 37.5 million sounded beautiful. That's a lot of money for Maatsen. We're not going to use him. He's not first choice. We've got 3 left backs. Then after the deal, we see swap. I said, I'm not getting Watkins. I'm not getting Martinez. So what are we doing here? It's going to be someone backup, peripheral of the squad. Okay. It's not going to be a swap, straight swap. It's always going to be a separate transaction because straight swaps don't happen. Keep trying to tell people this. Straight swaps do not take place. The last time I saw a straight swap was Alexis Sanchez versus Mkhitaryan, and the piano came out, and nobody won that deal. Yeah, so let's just forget that. And I'm going through the names, and people are talking about Morgan Rogers's, and we've got Kellyman for 19 million when he's worth 2 million. His market value is 2 million. People are telling me 2 million.
No. Transfer market has him at 1 million euros.
1 million. We paid 19 million. So we paid 19 times.
19 times.
Than he's worth. And they paid a couple million more for Matt.
No, they paid 600k.
Can I say something real quick?
For Kellyman.
When did they pay 600k for him?
Literally 12 months ago or something like that.
I'm not even joking. From Derby.
Or something like that, 600k. They bought him for 600k.
He came from Derby.
You better be lying.
Yeah. Have a look.
And I know he was. I know he was earning £800 a week.
So this is like
he was on 41 grand a year.
What? So they're ready to invest. So everybody's ready. Hold on.
It's wild. Matisse is wild.
Everybody's ready to investigate Chelsea when we're selling players to Saudi because there's a 2% strain of the ownership in shareholders somewhere in the map. Oh, Chelsea. But when it's 19, investigate us now. Investigate us, please. 19 million. 19 million.
Something weird happened, bro. I'm not even joking.
I've been saying this. They need to give us a transfer ban just to stop all of this foolishness.
Bro, it's legal money laundering. It's
literally player trafficking. It's literally player trafficking. We need to stop it.
You know what has happened here? I kid you not. I reckon the Chelsea owners, and I don't know who the Aston Villa owners are, they've worked together here. There's a proper working together here.
They need help. We need help. Scratch our back. We scratch yours. Everton, scratch some back there, and we're all good.
Yeah, we're all good.
So we're all good on the books.
Yes.
Yo, and on top of this, this fan base needs to stop. Not everybody is linked to the club. You should be calling a baller, and we can make something happen. No, stop it.
But people calling Kellyman a baller.
Who them brother ya? Who them man ya? The NPC man here. Who's these people?
Javon, are people actually saying he's a baller?
Yes, people are trying to tell me he's a baller.
Who's watching these people? Who are watching these kids?
Do you know what it is with this kid, right? He's not going to play a game for Chelsea. He's just not.
He's old, bro.
Do you know what it is? It's just because he's young. Like you give him the benefit of the doubt. Like he could become something. Like you never know, right? He might have a bit of talent, but it's one of those ones where even from the pure basics that I know about his profile, left-footed, attacking midfielder, 8/10, like that position alone, you're not going to get an opportunity. We've got so many players in that position, so he's not going to get chances here. It's going to have to be a loan thing, maybe a under 23 game time Washington situation. How we're going to find a way to build up his valuation to 19 million? Forget more. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how we're going to get his valuation up to what we paid because he's not going to get much game time. I don't think he'll get preference on the loans because we've got so many players to loan out. This is like real cooking of the books here. This is real cooking.
This is why Matisse, apparently the word is he might be first squad player. Nizar Kinsella, I don't know whether
people are saying that. I don't
moving
believe
mad
it.
as well.
Is there a possibility
Nizar is also he moves mad. He moves mad.
Is there a possibility he could go to Strasbourg? Because let's say he's supposedly a baller, right? And people want to fight me and tell me he's really good. You've seen what Chelsea have done with our own players. We don't even develop our own players that we've bought that's supposed to play first team football at this stage that we've had so far. How the hell is he going to come in and go into the starting 11? And then you same lot are going to hop on this man when he doesn't play well because he needs development. He needs to reach a certain level of development for him to get the best out of his own talent. Make it make sense. If they're buying, if it was a case where they're buying players to Chelsea, but they go to Strasbourg because we own them, okay, I could get it. I could understand it. It just comes in on the books for us because maybe there's some form of money thing with that to do with Strasbourg. So it comes onto the parent club, but the player actually goes to play for Strasbourg. That would make some kind of a sense, right? But I don't know. Where is he going to play? Are we buying him for a youth team? If it's a youth team, I could get it.
No, bro, 19 million for a youth team.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
He'll come into the first team squad.
No chance.
But he can't play in the first team. He's not ready.
Now, you know what's going to happen, Matisse? There's already talk that all the kids that we bought, like your David Dr. Fofana, Cassidy, they're getting put up for sale. Like
Washington?
I don't know about Washington, but Cassidy and David Dr. Fofana, they like this is so rapid. Like they just came through. They're now on the way out.
Why did we buy them then?
No profit, Younes.
Some profit.
Now,
Maybe 5 million here, 2 million here, 3
make
million
some
there.
profit on these guys.
Now, with the lack of spending in the Premier League right now, in the richest league in the world, and the lack of spending in all major European leagues, League One don't even have a sponsor. And also the caliber of teams that would even be interested in these talents, because they wouldn't be top teams, it would be lower half teams in their leagues for Fofana, Cassidy, lower half of top leagues, max. Cassidy at this point, maybe even a second division team. How much money do those teams have? Not much. Profit when you haven't built up the talent to be at a level that top teams want to sell for said profit. You're going to sell to broke clubs. It's interesting. I'll be honest. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. You know, it's very interesting. I would like to see it personally. I would like to see. What the fuck is that, Miz? What is that? Bro, we can't do this with you lot today. Oh my god. I can't.
Oh man.
I can't.
Is that no Photoshop, right? Why is his neck so long? Bro, I can't take this show seriously. I'm sorry.
I can't.
Between Kellyman, I'm done, bro. I can't do it. I can't.
This is the PSR party, ladies and gentlemen. This is the party. This is what we showed up for.
That edit is so disgusting. It's
Get your
insane.
drinks out.
But this is why we had to start the show. We didn't mean to, but this worked out so well because people that relentlessly defend every single thing that these guys do were the same people saying, see, look, we're interested in Osimhen. See, look, we're interested in Elise. We're interested in all these top players. We're gonna get a spine. Everybody in their combined 11s when the season was going on, when we were losing games and we needed copium, right? Remember the Osimhen links. Every time we lost a game, Osimhen link. Every time we lost a game, Osimhen link. Fan base calms down. Oh, don't worry, guys, we're getting Osimhen, so it doesn't matter. You know, we're gonna sort it out. Now, oh no, Osimhen's just like, wow. Osimhen is a figure of our imagination. I don't even want Osimhen, but I just find it so funny. Osimhen's like up here, doesn't even exist, right? You need to be careful because they're playing with your emotions quite clearly. And whenever, and even the people that relentlessly defend every single thing these guys have done, fair enough, right? You're enjoying the fact that we're signing South American talents that we never went for before, whatever, right? the scouting's good, etc. At least you should be able to admit that the PR and the briefings and the coordinated strategized like releasing of information is absolutely piss poor, taking us for mugs, and that shit needs to stop. That shit's got to stop, because we can't keep going on like this. Every single thing that drops is becoming so coordinated and so manipulative. It's ridiculous. It's pure 100%. Manipulation. Pure manipulation. And then you got people running up and down through different sections of social media. We're getting awesome in. We're breaking the 25 rule. What's going? So what's going on? So if we're breaking the 25 rule, because that's what was said, people forget like this. What was said? I'm gonna start documenting this shit. People forget what was said. If you're breaking the 25 rule, then where is my grown ass mortgage paid with kids and wife striker? Where is that striker? Because I've already got enough development strikers. So where's my old ass? Like where's my figurehead? And people will be like, no, and then people are so cheeky with it. So cheeky with it, some people. Oh, but every big name striker we've gone for has flopped. So you guys, we can't. Okay, it's interesting that you mentioned the big names that cost a lot of money. No one's asking for that, by the way. Why don't you mention Olivier Giroud? One of the most clinical, like the guy in terms of big games turned up for us. Baku, semi-final of FA Cup. Why don't you mention Olivier Giroud, who didn't cost much, who was above 30 and just come in and did clutch shit? Why don't you mention Olivier Giroud? Why are you always going extreme? Why are you always mention Fernando Torres? Why are you always mention Morata? We're not talking about those players. Those players are high wages and those players are expensive. They're like 100 million in today's market. We're not talking about those guys. Why don't you mention Giroud? Why don't you mention like players like that? Why don't you mention Thiago Silva, who we got on a free? Why don't you mention the old players that actually helped us, that actually really fucking helped this club when they came in? Smart, low cost, didn't cost a lot. Thiago Silva was free. Giroud was like 10 million.
18 mil.
And it's like cheap. Why don't you mention these guys? Did these guys not help the club?
The only thing I say is we haven't been linked with anybody and trying to complete a signing of note. Is maybe they're waiting for the European Championship to end and the Copa America to end, because there is 2 football competitions going on. So I really doubt. I know they said they wanted to get everything done by June 30th, but I really doubt that's the only thing. That those are the only people we'll get. All right, so I'm still yet to see. I can't believe all the PRs and all the reports. I can't believe every single thing that what we've been linked to is the only business we're going to do. So I'm kind of calming down real quick. I'm not going to get out of control and keep asking why this is happening, why we're not doing that. I've understood the model. I've understood what they're trying to do. I'm not going to lose my cool anymore. I am tired of being linked to all of these younger brothers and people I haven't seen watch or played football. So I can't tell if they're going to do bad or do good. I'm just watching and trying to see if they're going to come with something, because when you look at this team, we've all said what it needs. I'm pretty sure the sport directors see what it needs. And to me, these signings that we're linked to are either going to go on loan or go to Strasbourg. It can't be for Chelsea. I refuse to believe it. So I'm just watching and hoping that they actually go for people of note.
I've come to terms we won't. I don't think we're about that anymore. Simple as that. And when it comes to the pushing of PR and this, look, Elise was meant to have personal terms agreed and all of that, right? We got permission to talk to him by Crystal Palace, apparently. Like all that is, and we can't get it over the line. You got to ask questions, because it doesn't take that long to figure out that his wage demand is a certain amount when we meant to talk to him for the last 2 years. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. It's when you then look at what info is being pushed out to the fan base on what to believe on a day-by-day basis, it's no surprise that we're being fed like constant manipulation, as you said, Matisse. Someone put it in the comments, really, really good point, and this needs to be mentioned more. Chelsea hired who as director of communication? And this only happened in November 2023. Who worked for the Times and still does work for the Times. He still is a journalist.
Oh, is that
and he's director of communication for Chelsea now.
What's his name?
So it's no... Tom Roddy,
Tom Roddy, yeah,
the journalist, the Times. It's no surprise that with the strategy that you'd expect from a journalist like that to start putting out, we're getting all of this crazy manipulation left, right, and center from the football club. It's no surprise. The PR is insane. It needs to stop. I miss the days when, and we used to an extent, criticize because we wanted to hear what was going on. But do you remember when we used to operate in pure silence? Like, we didn't hear a thing. And we're like, what's going on? Like, feed us something. And now we're like, now we're not just being fed, we're being like flipping killed with like constant amount of junk food, and we're about to end up with heart attacks and diabetes and all that madness. So it's crazy. It needs to stop.
Like, the amount of information we have access to is not normal, man, and it's not healthy. I was cussing Vince the other day, like, because I was like, why are you, even our own fans, it's like we shoot ourselves. Like, why are you aggregating Wesley Fofana? There was this report from the Daily Mail, and it was about Wesley Fofana and it was like, I don't even want to go into it because I don't want to like push it, but it was like Wesley Fofana, his own personal kind of situation with his girl, and it's not even verified as being true, or like, it's just none of our business. Like, why are you pushing that from the Daily Mail? Whose side are you on? The Daily Mail. Why are you even reporting that? It's the same bullshit with Jackson. Talk Sport. Oh, Jackson wants to leave. Fuck off. Fuck off. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Why are we doing this to ourselves? These are our players, you know. At least let there be credibility on that shit. At least let that come from someone that's meant to be respectable. At least have an ounce of credibility. At least let it come from an athletic journalist or something. But the Daily Mail and Talk Sport, Jackson wants to leave, and then you got all these fans that can't wait to get onto Jackson. They if Jackson even trips over in the street, they're onto him, bro, because it's just, they can't wait. So it's like, yo, pile on. It's like, what's going on? It's the off season, you know. Off season is meant to be chilling, meant to be relaxing. It's the summer. Why is there still drama? Why is there drama in the off season? Off season is meant to be, everyone's meant to be chilling in the off season. Euros is going on. There's football going on. What's with all this commotion? It's not happening with any other club. These guys, they love using our club because they know, A, transfer dopamine off the scale. B, we love transfers and we're moving on players. So it's like, it goes hand in hand. It makes it more believable. And then you've just got like this influx of BS just circulating constantly. We're linked with a new striker every single day.
Yeah.
Now, so there's two things. Either those links are actually true, and our SDs are all over the shop because they're different profiles and they're different types of strikers, and we're meant to be zoning in on something that specifically we need for said system. We're going to get to Maresca in a minute. Or these guys are using our name and they're just recirculating people who need to find new clubs. Sorry, I might have to mute someone's mic. It's a bit noisy. Who is it? Oh, it might be Younes. Might be Younes. And they're just recirculating like loads of players that are just looking for moves and tempted to potentially make a move this summer, and so they're just using our name to just get traffic and prop their player up. And because you know if you get a link with Chelsea right now, it's like, wow, you're linked with Chelsea, maybe we might be able to find another club to hijack that deal, and now you got a move that you weren't even meant to get because Chelsea's name was on it. So I don't know, man. There's so much BS going around right now. It's just exhausting, man. That's why transfer windows, I'm just like, I like them, but I don't, man. I don't. It's just foolishness. Too much foolishness. Because I only want to hear the real shit.
Just to say, Miz, your mic is working, but I think it's over. I think it's like super loud. I think if you have a way to turn it down a bit, I think that's what's causing it. Talk.
Hello.
Oh yeah, you sound normal.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh, you're good. Maybe
it was background. It might have been background noise. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, bro, it's just tiring, man. It's just tiring. Like,
ever since they came in, the transfer strategy has been all over the shop. First, it was a scattergun approach. Second, it was buying everybody who Arsenal and everybody else in the world wanted. No, it's players under 25 and under. And no, they don't. I can't even tell you what they're doing. I don't know if they continue the same mold, because we've had reports that we're leaving that mold. And no, it's just all over the shop. No, it's just buying unproven, unnamed talents. And I'm tired of it. Confused.
That's bad, bro. Someone's saying that we're top of the table for agent fees. That's no surprise. We've signed the most players. We're going to be at the top for agent fees. When you sign players, you pay agent fees. So that's not even a shock. I'd be shocked if we wasn't. But yeah, it's. I mean, Johnathan David is like very underwhelming, man. Like, oh, I can't tell you how underwhelming it is. I'm getting to a point where I'd rather not sign someone. I'd rather not sign than sign players like this, because it's like we've already got quite a lot at home. We did need some top ups, in my opinion. We do need to look at the spine of the team and just add a little bit of quality in certain areas and a little bit of grown ass men in certain areas, but good motivated, grown ass men with aspirations to elevate themselves with the quality that they have, not bringing in guys that are potentially coming down from top clubs and on the fringes like a Grealish, and he's already won everything and he's on high wages. I'm high transfer fee. I'm not looking at those type of players. People, when we were linked to Grealish for like a day, no. I'm not interested in those type of experienced players. No. That's a recipe for disaster right there. But if we're not gonna stick to the key positions that everybody was like, yo, Maresca needs a goalkeeper. I've not seen enough links to any goalkeepers. We need a striker because
we're playing Sanchez.
Oh, well then, okay, no problem. We need a striker because Jackson hasn't got any competition unless it's for Fana or Washington. We'll play Jackson. And to be honest, those are the only two positions where there's actual. Well, I mean, there's not even any space in the goalkeeping department until we sell anyone, because we still got Kepa, and the left backs and the left wing. I've given up because they're all high earning wage guys, and we've spoken about this before, but they're all high earners. They all cost a lot of money on that left hand side. So anybody thinking there's a new report from Matt Law, a little bit of copium because we lost out on Elise. Chelsea are going for a right-footed winger. Okay, cool. Now, can somebody articulate to me where there is space in this squad for a right-footed winger? Mudryk, Sterling, Chukwuemeka left half space, Nkuku left half space. Some people told me that Nkuku can play on the left wing. Where is there space for this right-footed winger?
Even Jackson can play there.
It takes Jackson can play there. It takes 2 seconds to add this up. Left back. We're meant to be getting a left back. There's no space for a left back. Why are we not hearing about outgoings? Do nobody want these players? Probably not. Too expensive. There'll be no space.
I think the bigger question needs to be, why now all of a sudden we need a right-footed left winger? Like, if that was a necessity, which I think might have been, because obviously our quality over there is probably not that great, why wasn't this a concern from the get-go? Why did we go through all of that merry-go-round for 2 seasons for Elise, only to come to a realization now, Chelsea are actually quite stacked on that right side, so that now the focus is on the left side for a right-footed winger? Are you stupid?
But
everyone knew we were stacked on the right side, but you sold you Chelsea Football Club, you sold the dream to us. You sold the dream to us for Elise. We didn't pluck out Elise out of nowhere. You were after him last summer. You were after him this summer, and you said you're obsessed. This is your obsession. And you also said Operation Elise. Younes didn't say it. Matisse didn't say it. Javon didn't say it. I certainly didn't say it. You said it. And now you have backed out of it. Now you're telling me that the left side is more important because the right, you're having a laugh. You must think we've got the word stupid written here.
This is the thing. Either we don't know what we're doing and the strategy is non-existent, or we're dishing out, again, constant PR to try and test waters and see what fans are going to say. It's just, in whatever way it is, it's a joke. It's a joke.
But the thing is, right, so people will say we're very early into the window. In my opinion, Maresca stands the best chance if we get players in for pre-season, because he needs to work with said players.
Bro.
Unless they're at the Euros and they arrive back late, which so far the players we're tracking are not really big players, so they're not really actually going to be competing in these tournaments because they're not ready. We need to have these players ready for pre-season. And time goes by very quickly. That's all I'm going to say. Time goes by very quickly. I've heard this bullshit before. Oh, guys, it's very early. You take time. Cool. Next thing you know, it's mid-July. Nothing has moved. Nothing significant, important for the starting 11 has moved. Now we're getting very close to the start of the season. Okay, we still have time, no problem. Season's kicked off. We're not ready. Man City first game, not ready. So my thing is, we've got enough quality in the squad where we don't need to panic buy. I'd rather we just, if we're not going to be serious, don't even bother.
Don't
Man.
do anything.
I'll be honest. Don't bother.
Yeah,
if you're not going to be serious about this, because this is a top 4 chase it's meant to be, and we need Champions League football for revenue. And if we don't have that money next year, then we have no more hotels and training grounds to sell, and now we have to start looking at selling other people. All right, if we're not going to take this seriously, right, and we're not going to take this seriously, talk to serious players, no problem. Kellyman, no problem. We want to talk to Kellyman and Beier and Samuel and all no problem. Fine. If we're not gonna be serious, we're gonna sign all these guys with a lot of potential again. So we're gonna give Maresca even more work to do again. No problem. He's gonna do more developing and have more teething problems. No problem. Fine. Fuck it. You wanna be silly? Be silly. No problem. No problem.
A particular brother in the live chat has just misunderstood me. It's not about Elise. I'm over the Elise. I was initially upset, just like everyone else. Initially, I was very upset because that was a player that I felt was going to change us. I'm over it. What I'm trying to say, the bigger picture that one particular person in the live chat, you're missing the point, is, as Younes said, what is the plan? What is the plan? You show that this is the plan, and then the plan blows up in front of your face. And then you go for Kellyman. And then you go for Samu Omar Dion or whoever the brothers. Then you go for the Barcelona kid. As Matisse just said, stop. If you don't have a plan, stop. It's okay. We don't need more players. I also believe the squad we have is quite strong enough. I hoped for a little bit of upgrade. I hoped for it. Sorry, I hoped for it. Forgive me. Forgive me for hoping for it. I will go lash myself 50 times for the sin I committed, for hoping for a little bit of upgrade. But if you can't get me upgrade, don't do anything, please. Don't bring me all of these people.
Mm-hmm. We're talking, I said this previous, we're talking on a footballing level here, which makes complete sense. Yeah, I agree. Don't buy anyone. If we've not got a legitimate plan to upgrade the team, well, don't go and get anyone if you're not upgrading the team. It makes sense, right? But that's not what we do.
That's not what we do anymore. That's not what we do.
We are fishing to try and find young players on low salaries that we can end up selling for big money later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is what I've been saying to you guys.
And this is being celebrated. I don't know why, because I don't know how that benefits us as fans at all.
Who's celebrating that? Who's celebrating that?
All that kind of sounds like is you're not competing at the top level to win the major honors, and you're also not getting to even have an emotional connection to any players because they're all on a swiveling door every 18 months. But this comment here, right? Let me bring this up, bro. TLK. Let me explain my point here. It's not about Elise, right? At this point, I don't care. Right, we move. I'm happy.
We move.
When he's playing at Bayern, I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna get my Elise fix anyway. I don't. He's gone outside of the Premier League. Even better. So glad he's gone out. Thank God he didn't go to a rival. Right. Who are you going to sell between Sterling and Mudryk? And who are you going to sell between Cucurella and Chilwell? And how are you going to sell them? And to who? On their wage. And if you can answer those questions, then we can talk about left-wing options. But I'm not going to fall for this bullshit again with these journalists coming out and saying, oh, Chelsea are interested in a right-footed winger. And everyone's like, yes, this is what we wanted anyway, because we need balance. How are you having PSR problems and adding a third left winger to the books? Forget the fact that we have Tyreek George, who just signed a new contract, who could probably do the Conference League minutes. How are you going to legislate for an extra right-footed winger with PSR problems at the same time? If you can make it make sense, then no problem. Obviously, 30th of June passes, we go into a new calendar year. Maybe then you can afford to bring in more players because the PSR problem is over. Oh, wait, Gallagher hasn't left yet. Gallagher's digging his heels in. Maybe Trevor Chalobah will do the same. Maybe they're having conversations saying, you know, it's very simple for Trevor Chalobah and Gallagher to sit there and have a conversation on a Wednesday night on the phone and say, we're not fucking leaving. We're both contractually obliged to be here. We're both getting good money right now, and we can get more money on a free transfer with a top up as well, with a signing on fee. Why do we need to leave? The fans love us. Fuck it, we're not going. So all of that income that you're planning, you need to be careful. It might not be there. So, you know, for me, I don't want to have a bloated squad. I don't want to have 3 left wingers and 3 left backs. So we can't talk about bringing in players in these positions until I see outgoings, or at least rumors of outgoings, at least potential.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, that left side, no one's going. I'm telling you right now, left side, no one's going. No one's going from the left side.
So
It doesn't make sense, does it?
So you guys are saying
it doesn't
make that left side work. Enzo Maresca has to make that left side work.
I don't want to, but
I understand.
He's forced.
I understand. I understand. But like when everybody was promoting this Olise deal, and yes, we need a right winger, yes, we need this, and I said, karma guys, we need a left wing more than the right wing because we have quality on that side. If it's even to play Palmer up there and playing Nkunku off that right hand side, everybody called me crazy. They said I have zero ball knowledge. No, look, just because the club can't get Olise and said we have to prioritize that left hand side, what happened now? Where's we? Am I still stupid?
How about, can I ask?
No. Let me finish. Let me finish. On that left-hand side, we've seen the frustration with Sterling. Miz, we had a Mudryk watch. You've seen, not even when the game is set up for him to take the game by the scrub of the neck. He couldn't even do that.
No,
right?
do that.
And on top of that, the only person I could see playing on that left-hand side is Nkunku. He's in Nkunku, and it's depending on if he has the link-up play to get the best out of Nkunku on that left-hand side.
Yes.
So I understand it's going to be extremely difficult to move on people from that left-hand side. I get it. But when you're talking on a footballing sense, that left-hand side needs as much help as the striking position.
It's a problem, bro. It's a problem. It's a big problem.
I agree.
I understand. I understand it's going to be difficult to move on these players, but come on, guys, wake up. I'm talking football. In a footballing sense, we need help over there. And for people saying move Jackson to the left-hand side, who's going to be your striker? We have no striker. Jackson is by himself. So one man can't play 2 positions for an entire season.
So here's the talk. And I think I've seen Younes do a video on this, and maybe Matisse as well. On the right, on the left side, we were linked a while back, Nico Williams. And we saw Nico Williams in this Euros, how fantastic he's been. Finally getting to see full 90 minutes of the play because I don't really watch Atletico Bilbao. Now, once again, Nico Williams is not going to happen because of his wages. He fits the bill. He's young. Yep. He's going to give you a lot of value down the track. He's going to hold his value. If not, he's going to increase his value. But you're not going to do it because he's going to ask for too much money. And it all goes back to the point, don't bring me anyone then is when they're not going to upgrade the team. Don't bring me anyone. Don't bring me some of you. I know that's the link that's going to happen soon. Some of you. I don't. Yeah. That's another underwhelming name for me.
Okay, so let me just go back to that Javon point, right? Systematically, people are saying that the right fullback is going to invert in Maresca's system. Maybe it will be the maybe it will be the right back, maybe it will be the left back. Maybe people are saying in a 4-3-3, the 2 8s push up, right? Do you need touchline wingers in this system? We don't know. We're just speculating because we haven't had preseason yet. But you need touchline wingers.
Speculating.
Now on the left wing, we've got 2 touchline wingers in Mudryk and Sterling. On the right wing, we've got Madueke. Palmer's not a touchline winger, and you're either keeping Hutchinson or you're keeping Angelo to do touchline winger. Hutchinson's meant to be profit. Everybody was like, you know, we've bought him in for minimal fee. And I think he had maybe, did we trigger an extension? I'm not sure, but we're meant to be making some money on that. Ipswich are interested. I don't know how much money they have, probably not much. But we were meant to be securing money from the Netherlands. There was teams interested, 30 million, 25 million. And everyone was like, cool, no problem, profit. Angelo, is he ready? We're going to find out, but he's more of a creative winger, doesn't really add enough goals to the team. We're not looking at top strikers, so the goals need to come from the wide areas. Hence why, you know, any ball striking ability from Mudryk and Madueke, please continue to bring to the table. So people can make a case that you still need a right touchline winger. You've actually got 2 left wingers. Now, I know the quality on the left wing is not good. one of those players have already been purchased not so long ago, 18 months ago. So we're just going to from a footballing perspective, I agree with you. I have no problem on moving on from Mudryk from a footballing aspect because I never wanted him in the first place. But if we're doing a project, you can't just be signing £62 million Mudryk and then 18 months later say, it's not good enough, because you know what you're going to make? A loss. You're going to make a loss.
I'm more concerned about moving on Sterling.
You think Sterling on free education?
Sterling going
I understand, but what we've seen from Sterling, should he really be here? Right? I understand it's difficult. I understand it's difficult to move on, bro. But when you look at when he doesn't fit the mold at all, project time. By the time the project kicks off, he's gonna be too old. He's not integral to the project. He's lost his starting 11 spot under Pochettino. I don't know if he's gonna regain it back against Maresca. But if he does gain it back against Maresca, it's only a matter of time before he loses it again. Right? So I understand the point on Mudryk. Mudryk can give somewhat of a bit of leeway, but Sterling time is up. You understand? I don't. And regarding your point about the right winger, cool. We need a backup for Madueke. Exactly. So you're saying you're moving Palmer into the 10th position.
I think most of us I think most of us, if we were serious, we'd want to start her. Madueke would be the backup, but you know,
correct.
Yes.
I'm not saying we have to get that, because you can keep Amari Hutchinson at the football club next season. You can loan out Angelo, keep Amari Hutchinson, and you can piece this team together where you actually don't really need to bring in anyone. If you're not going to bring it, like I just said, if you're not going to bring in anyone serious, the only two positions that I'm like, they look incredibly weak.
That's the point. Is
striker and goalkeeper. I do not like the left wing. However, if you get the striker, you can play Jackson left wing. If you get a flying fullback from the left back position, you could play in Cuckoo off the left. You can jig it about. Over there. But with the goalkeeper for this system, it sounds like, and with the striker in terms of the lack of quality depth, those two positions, if we compromise on them, I think we're in for a rude awakening, because it only takes one injury and shit goes left for one injury to Jackson and shit goes very left.
Two things I just want to quickly say, right? One, as Matisse said, and we need to keep reiterating. I think the football club needs to understand this. I think the live chat needs to understand this. If you're not bringing in someone serious, don't bring anyone. Please. That's number one. Number two, I think what Javon was just saying, sorry, Younes, I'll let you go very soon. There's two conversations here. I think what Javon is trying to say is that what he would like to see the football club do. I think we all have different views of what we would like to see our football club do. So there's what we would like to see what the football club should do. And the second thing is what really is what the football club is doing. So the reality. The reality is totally different to our fantasy. We have to distinguish the two. I would love to have XYZ players in the team and have XYZ players as backup. But you know what the reality is? My club don't think that way. My club think Kellyman. My club thinks Omar Dion. My club thinks Duran. I don't think those players at all. But my club thinks that. So there's two conversations here. What I think is truly irrelevant. What my club thinks is what's going to happen.
And to add to that, we're talking about a striker position, for example. The goalkeeping department we've not even heard about, right? And we know it seems like Sanchez is probably going to be the guy again. But with a striker role, just look at how far we have deteriorated with the links and how many we've been linked to at the same time, right? We started with Osimhen. We went to Sesko. We went to Duran. We went to Omarodion. Then we went to Mark Gu. Now it's Maximilian Beier and it's Johnathan David. What the what is going on?
Just say it, bro. Just say it. What the fuck?
That's you can sense either we've been fed absolute ridiculous PR, or the football club does not know what direction to go in for the striker. It's a madness. So that shows you. It shows you exactly as Miz has said, correctly so, the levels have dropped. We're shopping in one department only, and we don't know who we want yet. It's insane. And that's
Just
not going to get Chelsea to a level that we're all going to be satisfied with. It's just not going to happen.
On that Alvarez, people are saying Alvarez, once again, that was actually driven by a little bit by fans and by Fabrizio Romano. I don't think David Ornstein ever talked about Alvarez to Chelsea or Alvarez leaving or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, and what did we say about Fabrizio at the start? The waffle that we did for the first 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's not even waffle though, because you know what? It actually ended up becoming really relevant to the podcast, because this this peddling of PR kind of starts with Fabrizio, because he's the biggest out of everyone. And obviously it filters down to the other journalists as well. And then it either makes our football club look more disorganized than it is, and maybe the sporting directors are not as disorganized as they are being portrayed. However, that information is still coming from somewhere, and it's coming from the football club. So either you're making yourselves look unorganized, or you are one or the other. But one thing I know you are doing as well is you are putting yourself out there to these players that you are negotiating for. You are putting out all of your targets. So you're making it very clear to them that they are potentially not the priority. And that is a dangerous game to play, because if it's a good player and they see that they're not a priority because you're chasing 5 other players in the same position,
they're gone.
They're like, I'm not sure about this. I rang you, I got a missed call. My agent checked Twitter. You're reportedly interested in someone else in my position, but you're not picking up my phone calls. These egos, there's a lot of egos in this sport. People, of course, relationships is very important. If you don't build the right relationships, or you move too public and too reckless, and you look like you're sleeping with 10 different girls when you actually are interested in one, well, not only are you going to catch something probably, but you're also going to end up pissing off that girl that you really like. So, it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones. You're damned if you do. If you do, maybe you're damned if you don't. But I personally would prefer us if we was a little bit more quiet. I prefer it if I didn't have so much links to talk about, and I'd rather we just move meticulous and move with purpose and move with, seriousness, and say, do you know what? These are the positions. This is the budget. This is what we're doing. This is the profile. And if we can't get it, then we can't get it. And if we can get it, then great. Instead of seeing like 10 different names every day. But
you know what? It screams mediocrity. It goes back to that same word that we've talked about for ages. It screams mediocrity. From the way that we started when Younes came in, to the directors we've hired, mediocre, to the managers that we've got, and now we're going lower and lower. It just screams mediocrity. To the players that we're bringing in who are not of a level, it's mediocre. We're just operating on mediocre levels from head to toe. It's annoying.
But you know what, Younes? I don't know whether you see this in your comments. Maybe you can tell me about it. I've recently seen in my live stream, a lot of people are like starting to believe this, Younes.
It's Football Manager. It's Football Manager, man.
People are like, Miz, have you watched this player?
Yeah, it's FM.
How could you talk like? Have you watched this player? My brother, I'm not watching Kellyman. I don't know if there's any footage of this player.
So my question is for them that say that, have you actually watched him play, or have you just watched compilations? Because I keep saying compilations is just players' good moments put together. You don't see their in-game activity, you don't see their off-the-ball work, you don't see any of that. So have you seen these guys play? And I'm going to be totally honest, I haven't seen Kellyman play. I've seen Johnathan David play. I've seen Duran come off the bench and do one or two things, right? I've seen him fill in for Watkins, who was underwhelming in my opinion. These players that we've been linked to, I just can't take them seriously. And that's just me. You may agree. Some half may agree with me, half may not. People may say, yo, Javon, I've seen him week in, week out. He's good. Trust me. Okay. Until I've seen him, I can't say. I'm not going to make judgment on players that I haven't seen.
If anybody can justify 19 million for Kellyman, then half of our academy must be worth 19 million, because I haven't watched him. But I assume Aston Villa are not stupid. They made Champions League football last season. And how many minutes did they give this man to play?
I think he's only featured twice off the bench.
They gave him 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
So if Aston Villa, who sit in the position that we are trying to sit in last season, could only hand out 35 minutes to this man last season, he's probably not ready to play for us, because we're meant to be bigger than Aston Villa. We're meant to be aspiring for better than Aston Villa. Or are we Aston Villa's feeder club now? I don't know. They've taken a Champions League finalist starter from us, and we've taken one of their 1 million market value academy players. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
maybe roles
in my opinion, you know, if he's not ready for Villa, shouldn't really be ready for us. He's not even contributing to Aston Villa. I didn't even hear his name last season. He played 2 Premier League games amounting to 37 minutes. It's 19 million. Of course, it's cooking the books. It's got anybody who tries to pretend it's anything other than cooking the books is too far gone for me to even have a conversation with. That is the clearest indication of cooking the books, because I could swap his name with about 5 different guys in our academy if that's the case. You think Tyreek George isn't as talented as him? Is he? Did we buy Tyreek George for 19 million? No, we didn't. He's free. Come on, man. Cooking the books. We ain't got no plan with this guy. These guys going straight into the under-23s, and it will be that. He might come off the bench in the Conference League game when we're 7-0 up against
Matisse, do you know how mad it is for him to go straight into the academy for 19 million, and then you're pulling away from deals of players that are actually going to upgrade you? For me, okay, as I said recently, I'm trying to understand these owners. I'm trying to understand the board. Your whole philosophy is young players, build them up, develop them, flip them for profit. But it doesn't make sense to me. 19-year-old going straight to under 23s for 18-year-old going straight to under 23s for 19 million, and you are pulling away from top quality signings. You've even been rejected for 42.2 million from Atletico Madrid for Samu Omar-Dion. Some of these financing are not making sense to me. Even in your model, even in your project, it just doesn't make sense to me. Kellyman, let's just say Kellyman, 19 million. You really think you're going to turn him into an 80 million player in 2-3 seasons time?
Not a chance.
This is what I'm really trying to support. I'm trying to understand them. It's not making sense to me.
No, this one is a pure way to bail out Aston Villa in the same way they helped us out with the Maatsen deal. That's all it is.
But
On our books, it will show 37.5 million for Maatsen, and on theirs it will show 19 million for Kellyman.
But if that's the
Younes,
case,
doesn't that scream? It's business then. It's all business.
It's
not football anymore.
That's why when
this is my question to you guys, why are we taking this seriously then?
No, because the reason why I'm bringing it up is because when you brought up footballing reasons for Mudryk and Sterling, this is not about football. That's what I'm trying to bring into the conversation here. It's not about football.
But this will also stop us from looking to get others that we actually want, because you can't just throw all the money out of the window. This is also going to be a portion of a budget we're giving up.
The way people would have you believe you can just keep pissing away 20 million like this, 20 million on 4 or 5 different guys. Next thing you know, you spend 100 million on nobodies that have no chance of contributing to the team, and none of them will probably even bring in a profit, because the teams interested in those players can't afford to pay more than we just paid. Forget the wages. So people are 20 million is nothing to these people now. 20 million is like you piss away 20 million. Take a shit on 20 million right now. 20 million is bottom of the barrel money around here. However, if you need to go and get a top player, 20 million is everything.
20 million. Whoa. Hey, we're not doing that kind of business here.
I'll fight someone for 20 million. When it comes for a top player that can actually help this team, 20 million.
No way. We're not in that business.
20 million. If I could recoup that Washington Cassidy fucking Kellyman money right now, bro, that's a whole world-class potential player right there.
No, but we don't do that.
But we don't do that here. So that's why I wanted to tie it in, is because the footballing reasons that you're bringing up for getting a new left winger, I'm not buying it right now. Not from you, but I'm not buying it from Chelsea, because you haven't even moved on. You haven't even moved on your incredibly expensive assets on the left-hand side. There's no room over there. Literally none. So when I'm seeing links for California and cauliflower, And everyone's
not
like,
happening,
oh,
bro.
we're going to get
It's not
California.
happening.
We're going to get cauliflowers.
It's not happening, bro.
Italian qualifying. Grand Prix. With which space? With which space? There's no room in the team. Do you not understand? There's no room in the team. Find me a buyer for Chilwell on 200k a week.
No
Please,
one.
with
No
injury
one.
concerns. Find me a buyer for Cucurella
someone-
when we bought him for 63 million. Maybe book value is 45. I don't know how many years has passed now.
Someone's going to say, oh, but yeah, there is a buyer for Chilwell. Saudi Arabia. You think this brother wants to go to Saudi Arabia?
Bro,
when there's 5 times adhan over there happening for Muslims to pray, you think this guy's going to listen to the adhan 5 times a day? You think he's going to put on his clothes, he's going to put on his hat, he's going to go ready, he's going to do his wudu, he's going to start praying. That's the lifestyle he wants. Brother's not going to get any ham over there. It's haram. How are you going to have bacon and eggs over there, bro?
Bro, you guys are not going to like this, and you guys may not agree, but to me, the transfer window just started. All right, I'm not going to get all in a half. And like Miss asked me yesterday, with all the people who were linked to and playback, what would I do? Is it as it is? Is as you were? Right? If we're not gonna sign people of note, I'm okay with the squad. Just know that expectation. We almost got top 4 last season, barring a few horrible games under a coach that everyone complaining had no footballing sense. Right? So it's as you were. All I'm saying is the transfer window just opened. We still have 2 months left of this. It's going to either get worse or it's either going to get better. Right? I'm not going to chase every single PR because we know what it is. We know what it is. I'm not going to lose my head over it. If it's at the end of the window, cool. Then maybe we can have a conversation. But I'm tired of this.
I just hope that at the end of this window, Maresca is happy silently because he can't say anything publicly because he's only a head coach. I hope we've bought players for his system. Maybe I should pray for this, but I hope we've bought players for his system that he can actually get the best out of. And I hope that if it goes left for him, that there isn't a slander campaign. Because one thing I've clocked, this club love a slander. They love a slander session. Love it.
Bro.
Hey, they love a slander session. Elise, 300k a week. They tried to paint him as this greedy bastard.
Yep.
And all the Chelsea fans fell for it. Immediately.
Yeah,
one guy, Nathan Gissing comes out, clearly taking in God knows what information from what source. 300k for Elise. Oh, Elise is greedy. Oh, we can't pay Elise.
How dare he want to get paid more than Cole Palmer? How dare you? That's the benchmark. Cole Palmer. Come to find out more than him.
Come to find out, Elise is making exactly what Elise is expected to make when making a big transfer. Because when Sancho makes a move to Man United, when Mason Mount makes a move, what are they on? How much money are they making?
£20 an hour.
Go, bro. Bro. You either rate the player or you don't. Because when we were interested in Elise, everybody can gas up Elise, including myself. But then when it comes to talk about finances, whoa.
Hang on.
Whoa. Slow down, everybody.
Yeah.
Slow down.
What have you done to note? What have you done, Elise? What have you done to note?
In my opinion, the winger that is going to and could have become the best right winger in the Premier League outrightly, he can't be paid that much. Now, I get the whole incentivize and you're trying to motivate and 100%. And that's a great strategy. It's a great strategy. So we'll park the Elise stuff because it's a great strategy to which is why I just don't go in for these players in the first place. Because don't waste everyone's time. You're not going to get Elise.
Don't waste time.
You're not going to get Elise for 100k a week or 120k a week. So let's just stop selling dreams and let's get serious. You're not going to get Elise for that money. I don't want dreams to be sold. That's why I'm not taking in this Nico Williams stuff. If you're not going to go above that budget, then let's just stop with that foolishness.
Don't sell me dreams.
Yeah, but when it comes down to renewals, if that money's going to be put to renewals, then obviously let's see that because Cole Palmer's not going to stay at his wage forever. And none of the players that we paid a lot of money for, we paid good money for, that are expected to become world class are going to stay on that money forever. So hopefully that wage cap is only for incoming players. And that does limit us massively. Never speak on Alphonso Davies. Never speak on Theo Hernandez. Never ask me about Musiala. Never ask me about these players. No.
Ask me about Kellyman. Ask me about Kellyman. Ask me about Don't even ask me about Duran, actually, because Duran wants more money.
Take these.
Ask me about him.
Osimhen, take these names and put them in the bin. Yeah.
Osimhen.
If this is the 150 cap, take these players from your brains. Everyone watching, take these players and put it in the bin. Put it in the bin. You will never see these players at your football club. All right. Get that out of the way. But in terms of rewarding who is currently here, if they're shelling out, we need to be able to break that structure. Because if we don't, that's gonna be a whole new problem. That's gonna be a whole new
season.
Bro, I literally said this a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
When the club limits themselves, they're tying themselves up from buying quality and buying top class players. With all these constraints, why are we even talking about these better players? So unless these players are willing to take a wage cut, which is highly unlikely to come and pay for a club, it's a sense. Like the club limits themselves in every aspect. What can we expect?
You know what's going to be the dangerous situation for the club in the upcoming season? If we don't make Champions League, for instance, because that's a possibility, it can happen, right? We don't make Champions League for a season, but let's just say Cole Palmer balls out. Let's just say Jackson has another really good season as well, personally, but we still don't make top 4. You think Cole Palmer is going to say, brother, yeah, 150 is okay for me? He's going to demand 200K, and you must bend over backwards and give it to him. You must. You must.
Well, if he wins Player of the Year again, and he puts up them numbers, and we're calling him better than Saka, better than
and then
Foden,
rewarding him with 150,
better than Foden, should be starting for England, because we're gonna do the propaganda, but then we're not gonna give him Saka, Foden money.
No way, we don't do that here.
And then what happens when a club
and then we're
going to
say how greedy you are, Palmer. You're so greedy.
Oh, and then when the slander campaign starts,
you're greedy.
So watch this. Let me just go right into the future for you, Younes, before you go. Breaking news: Cole Palmer demands 300K salary next season from Chelsea.
Get him out of the club.
Get him out of the club.
Get him out. Get him out. How dare you? Get him out. Give me some of you. Some of you humble.
Out. He's too greedy. He's too greedy. I don't like his celebration. He never smiles when he celebrates. He's arrogant.
What has he done to get 300? What has he done?
Did he win Champions League? Get him out of the club. Get him out of the club. Get him out.
But isn't that why? But is it in his contract that the better he plays, the more money he gets? These players have incentives. So if they want that pay raise, they have to make Champions League football, because making Champions League football increases the wage structure. So the players have something to play for. But right? I think you guys are being kind of extreme with how we could go. I understand the fueled emotion. I get it, but a little bit of calm, bro. A little bit of calm. Like I get it. The club has to pay the players that are already been here and proving it. I get it's kind of outrageous for the players that we're linked to come in and want 300K. But if you're already here, it's more likely for them to get that money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But bro, it's a team sport, right? So if you're trying to qualify for Champions League, you need to be making sure that you're bringing in quality players to help you do that.
But Matisse, this goes back to everything that I've been saying. Yes, you can bring in quality, but what happened about development in the squad? You cannot go out and sign. Every player just because the squad is lacking something. What the hell is training time for? What the hell is preseason for? To improve on something that someone in the squad can do. The only thing that I've been preaching about is that we need another backup strike. We need another striker, because we can't have one person in the striking department going into a full season, right? But that doesn't mean the squad can't develop. That doesn't mean the squad can't get better. Remember, I've been preaching this. I've been saying this. We finish this season on a winning run, right? I understand it's a new coach, but the new coach needs to hit the ground running and build on the momentum we ended with last season. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? I get it. We do need signings. I get it. We have positions that are in dire need for help. But man, you cannot sign everybody in this world. It's impossible. So
it's not about that.
The squad. It's not about. Let me finish. The squad itself needs to improve. That's overall, and it's not like it's in.
And how do you do that?
It's not. I'm gonna get to that. The squad. It's not like it's an incentive for one person in the squad. The entire squad is going to get their incentives if they improve and finish top 4. How do you improve? You improve during coaching and improving during gameplay. You understand? Right? Again, if this, listen, let me say this clearly. If we are not going to bring in somebody that's a needle mover, you have to go with the squad you already have. But you have to focus on developing and improving the squad. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
But if we don't get who we need in order to improve the squad, then we're going to ask the squad to improve. But we need Champions League football. The gap is too large for me. Here.
But look at it, Younes.
Especially with an Enzo Maresca that we're experimenting.
I get that, but that's all. But all right, so with Enzo Maresca, I'm gonna leave that till game day. I'm gonna leave that till we start actually playing. But I'm doing a pre-hand. 6 points. If we had beaten Sheffield and Burnley, we would have finished ahead of Spurs.
But we didn't.
I understand we didn't, but didn't you guys come here and everybody in the chat tell me it's because of Pochettino? Pochettino's not here no more, right?
Just to add though, for those 2 games, you can even go to Man United at home and say, well, we're fortunate in the last 82 seconds to pick up 3 points there. So where you finish is where you deserve to finish. I don't feel unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've been hard done by. I watched the whole of last season. I watched us play in 10th position for 85% of it.
Right.
I don't feel.
So here's the thing now. Here's the thing with that now. I was the one that said to you, Matisse, wherever the chips fall, we may lie. Remember on playback when you said we're not even gonna get top 6. I was the only one that says we need to start winning now. And wherever we finish, we finish. That happened. But after the season is finished, why can't we then go ahead, look back at what happened in the season and try to correct our mistakes? You cannot finish a season and forget about whatever happened.
And that's why you got sacked.
I agree.
That's why you've gone.
So that's why
Javon,
I'm saying,
how are we correcting them? How are we correcting them? You tell us. How are we correcting them?
You correct the
We
mistakes.
all know that there have been mistakes we need to correct. How are we correcting them?
100%.
First thing, you correct the mistakes by literally sticking to your style of play and developing your style of play from the get-go. Remember, the biggest thing with Pochettino was he started this preseason last season. Why wait until the end of the season to continue? You don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater because of an injury. You try to make it work, right? Your in-game management has to be better. The in-game management has to be better. The subs gotta be better, right? Okay. How you put players in position to succeed has to be better. You don't play players out of position. Does those ring a bell? Colwell at left back, Ben Chilwell at left wing. When we have wingers available,
so management's got to be better. Okay, what's next? So management's got to be better, and you're expecting that from Maresca, who's inexperienced at this level. So management's got to be better. So what's next?
Understand what I'm saying.
No. Don't worry about that. I've already given you. Management's got to be better. I get you. Don't worry about what I'm rebutting with. You tell me what's next.
And the players we already have to improve. Have to get to that next level. Players are not.
So Mudrik's got to improve. Madueka's got to improve. Caicedo, Enzo, all of these players have to improve.
Correct. Okay. And again,
no problems. What's the next
signings. We do need signings. We may need another goalkeeper. And we may need another striker.
No, but we did the signings. We're not going to get anyone that's going to move the needle for us. We have already done the signings, so don't worry about the signings. We're not getting anyone serious.
So we're basing this on no signings. Are we basing this on having a fit squad? Because I think a fully fit squad can get us minimum top 5, top 4.
I think the most important thing we could do this season is make sure that medical team is A1. Because if we have everybody fit, then we can actually fairly judge the money spent. Like, because the players will be out on the pitch, and then the manager also gets his options back. Well, never was here in the first place to have the options, but you get what I mean. My thing is that with the incoming transfers, it's a lot of extra headache for the manager to develop or to mature or to go through the teething problems. All of the things outside of the tactics that people don't pay enough credence to is what is also hampering the team, which is why I said it's not just Pochettino's fault. Pochettino is part of the problem because his tactics his misprofiling was nuts. Yeah, even though he would justify it, but some of the things he was doing, I couldn't stand. Right, so that's why I put part of the blame on him. However, the way we have built the team with the extremism of young players is not healthy for the squad that needs to compete at the highest level, and it's going to get found out in terms of when it comes to the moments that decide games where you are either fragile or you form, and you're looking for those decisive moments where the team is meant to be figuring it out on the pitch, and they're meant to be playing on instinct, or they're meant to be on managing the game. This is where we die. This is where we crumble constantly, because we haven't got balance in the team. And this is what I'm calling for, balance in the team. But we're not bringing any balance. We're just bringing more kids. And these kids are more players for Maresca to deal with. We were this close to going for Duran. If we could afford him from a financial standpoint, whatever wages he wants, or whatever the excuses, I don't know, we would have taken in that personality. We would have taken in that personality. We would have taken it. If he wasn't injured in January, we would have taken in that personality. A personality that is apparently, reportedly, a little bit shaky. Another potential issue for the manager to deal with. So all I'm saying, Javon, is I get what you're saying from a tactical standpoint, but what I'm not going to sit here and say is that Pochettino is now incapable and completely dense to the point where he had no plan and no tactic and no idea whatsoever. The team just wasn't tailored for him. That's the first point. The team, definitely wasn't tailored for him. He didn't want that type of midfield. He didn't want those type of players. He wanted more physicality. 100%. He wanted etc. So he was never going to blend with the team. But are we blending the team in Maresca's image? First of all, are we with these targets? I don't know. And second of all, are we making sure that there's enough grown ass? Because we just lost Thiago Silva. Are we making sure there's enough grown ass men in this team when the going gets tough and the pressure is there? They don't crumble like they did against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. And they're ready to
tack on to that point. You're the same one saying the same grown man argument. Players just have to improve in that regard. Everyone, I get, and I'm not being overly positive. I refuse to be overly negative. All I'm saying, people have to grow in all aspects. Because think about it. If you're going to sign young players, right? How are they going to become these world-class and generational talents people are touted to be? And yes, I'm talking about the Kendricks. Yes, I'm talking about the Esteval Williams, right? They have to grow both individual, both on the pitch and off the pitch. And that are just facts. You can't come in and stay a kid forever. We've seen the growth of some of the squad last season, towards the end of the season. Why we can't continue to see continuous growth? That's all I'm saying.
Now, I agree with a squad that is now lacking even more leadership, even more guidance, even more. We're now asking babies to figure out how to walk by themselves without any help or whatsoever. Now, they might get there, but it's not going to be next season when we need Champions League football. This is the thing. Well, I think that to try and get them to go boom, all of a sudden it's fixed. Like, it's not going to happen. This is my concern. And it would help if we actually got in a couple of targets that's going to elevate the squad, that can then help those young players without question. And on top of that, we've still got we still even need to hear from Enzo Maresca. We don't know anything about this guy, if we're being completely honest, in terms of how is he actually going to perform at Chelsea as the coach? What is he actually going to bring? We genuinely have no idea. He's not even been introduced to us yet. So that's more of an experiment. It might go well. I hope it does. But it's more risk on top of the risk we've already taken. Let me ask you guys a question.
Last one, because I got to wrap up. I got a big six.
Yeah, you got a big six, by the way.
Let me ask you guys a question. Cool. What would you do then? Because apparently what I'm thinking is
save that for next episode.
It's on this word.
That's a long answer, but I've kind of already said it. I would like to get Guirassy. I would bring in cheap
example as a striker,
affordable, experienced players with motivation to perform at the highest level that can bring a maturity to the team. That is what I would do. Would I bring in more young players? No, I would not. That is my long-standing opinion. I would not add kids on top of kids. I am not interested in stockpiling. I'm not interested in the multi-club model. I'm not interested in wheeling and dealing. I'm not interested in PSR. All I'm interested in this team improving so we can win trophies next season. We should be picking up a cup, multiple cups even, and we should be in the top 4. If those standards have dropped again, then it's good time to cut the show and we'll go again next week. But that is the expectation. And don't forget that we have more games next season than we did last season. So all of that training, all of that extra time that we had is gone. 2 games a week, Club World Cup at the end of next season. Do not forget, 70 potential games. But it's been a great episode. I love the fact that Javon's battling us because it's crazy. It's causing great debate, and the chat are loving it. So guys, make sure you subscribe to Javon's channel. Link in the description. The Final Whistle podcast is there. We will be back next week. I'm looking forward to continue this conversation because I need to answer that. I've answered the question, but we'll continue to answer the question.
Bro, you're going to Big Six, aren't you?
I am going to Big Six.
Well, be careful because Kellyman. Well, unless if the Here We Go actually means something today, right? Then Kellyman has joined. So
yeah. Super chat, guys. are your views on Johnathan David? Do you think he's better linked than the likes of Duran and co? We have been linked with a striker. Yeah. Listen, I'm not a fan of Johnathan David whatsoever. Anybody here a fan of Johnathan David?
Yeah, I'm a fan. He's been doing well for Lille in League One. It's better than to me he's better than the links we've had to in that position thus far.
Of course.
Better
than the links we've had.
100%.
Better than the links we have. Yeah, of course.
Let's wrap it up there, guys. Links in the description. Subscribe to everyone's channels. Sick show. Love the debate. This is why Javon's here. Welcome Javon to All You Can Eat Chelsea.
Welcome.
This is what we love to see.
Javon. Come on.
So yeah, right. Next week, big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace. Come on.